Okay, this is perfect. What's up, guys? It's your boy Guzi Visuals in the building. At this time, we're going to be going through this picture. We're just going to be, some elegant picture. It's been color graded. We color graded it on Lightroom. So we just want to do some finishing touches. We're just going to learn how to make the pictures pop, how to sharpen it, how to clear our uncle here. The hole has to be cleared, and some reflectors down here, and some sellotapes at the background, and then finally the overhead lights. And yeah, that's it. Wait for the transformation. Alright, so what do we do first? We hold our control, click on J to duplicate the background layer, and then we zoom in to where we want to clean up. We press our J and boom, clean it. It's gone. So make sure you're at content aware. It will make it easier for you. Then you zoom out the beats, select J, increase your brush size and brush through here. Wait for it. Okay, this is becoming slow. Yeah, it's gone, but it didn't do a very good job here, so clean it up again. This is responding so slow. You see, it's gone. And what else? J again, down here, clean it up. Oh, it's gone. Yay, it's gone. And zoom in again to the sellotapes, to the sellotapes. Reduce your brush size, and clean it up. You see, it's gone. Go to the other side. Your brush size here, increase it a bit because here is looking bigger to an extent, and clean it up. Yay, it's gone. So yeah, that's like the basics, the beginnings. Let's see the before and after. There it was, here we are. So you click your brush, your mixer brush, click on your mixer brush, increase the size. This is mainly for cleaning up, just clean up the background, mainly for cleaning up the background, to even it out, so you do not so you just have a smooth background to an extent. I made a video on how you can change the background color if this color is not really what you're going for. There's a way you can change it into something else, different colors, and so you can check that out in my other video. So I'm going to leave a link, so if you're interested, just check it out. Okay, so I'm going to leave the shadows a bit, just leave them there for now, just for now. You can still learn how to remove shadows completely and all of that, but I'm going to leave it for for the aesthetics. So let's see the before. This is the before and this is the after. So half of the work is done. So we zoom in, and what are we trying to do now? We're trying to work on the skin. So I'm using a Retouch Academy 3.3. So just to try and make the skin pop up smooth to an extent. So click on Gaussian blur, zoom in, select your radius, maybe 9, 12, you know, anyhow you want. Not really anyhow you want, but like to an extent. And then you have your high frequency layer and your low frequency layer. Your low frequency layer is your blurring side, and your high frequency layer is your texture. So I have a tutorial also on that, on how to do it manually. That's if you don't have Retouch Academy, the manual way to do it. Check that out too. Then we zoom in, and with our low frequency selected, we select our mixer brush, you know, adjust your wetness to how you want it to be, and we paint through our model, and we are careful not to overdo, you know, just to make it subtle to an extent. So paint the shadows on the shadows, paint the highlights on the highlights. So if you notice the cursor, the circle cursor, that's the mixer brush. When you place it on the highlighted area, it's dark. When we place it on the shadow areas, it's white. So that's how a quick way to know where your highlight is and where your shadows are, so that you can be able to paint truly evenly. So yep, we'll paint through, so I'm gonna fast forward this. It's been a long day without you, my friend. Let's see the before and after. This is the before, this is the after, this is the before, this is the after. Okay, so we go to our highlights. This is normally not really advisable, but you can still implement this just for some, you know, that's if you want to. So on our highlights, we select exclusion and we reduce the opacity. This is for smoothing the skin to a little bit of an extent. And after we've chosen that, we mask it, and then we press Ctrl I to invert it. Then we select where we want to smoothen out a bit. This is not really advisable, this is not financial advice, but you know, you can just make use of it, and it's advisable to just use it only on the shadows so that your pictures don't get so smoothed out. Like, so as you can see, we can't really notice much difference. We can't really notice much of a difference. Okay, I think I made a mistake. You make use of your brush, not your mixer brush. That's why we were not seeing any difference there. Good. So paint over it. Now we can see the difference. Be careful where you paint so that you don't really remove the whole texture. This is basically for smoothing it out to an extent. Don't overdo, don't overuse this, and avoid painting these on the highlights because it's going to blow out your highlights so much. You need your highlights in your pictures, so avoid painting through the highlights. That's basically it. So this is the before, this is the after. So you can choose to reduce it to 75%, reduce the opacity so it don't be so so clean, so smooth, like too smooth, to avoid being too smooth. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, that's it. And what else do we do? What else? We'll go back to our Retouching Academy. Here you can also do it manually. I have a video on where to do it, how to do it manually, but for time's sake I'm going to be using the Retouch Academy, if you know what I mean. So yeah, click on our Dodge and Bone visual aid, and we select our visual aid. If you noticed, it's added contrast to it. We don't really need it that much, so we just reduce the opacity of it to anywhere you feel it's okay. Then you go to your Dodge and Bone, open the group, select your Dodge. Dodge is for highlights, Bone is for the shadows, if you know what I mean. So with your brush selected, you press on the eye place, on the highlighted places. Yeah, it's looking a bit too much. Don't worry, I got this. Okay, it's looking a little bit too much. So these are the areas that normally in a human being, when you're standing over a light, these are the areas that are mostly made visible. These are the areas that has a lot of reflections going on. Make sure that your brush is on soft. If you increase its hardness, it's going to be too much. You have to reduce it. So with that being said, so let's zoom out and see how it is. Ooh, this is nice. But then we can notice that it is too much. You can also decide to paint it on the hands, but I don't think it's necessary in this case. Then you go to your opacity and you reduce it to how you want it. I think like this is okay. 53 is okay. This is the before and this is the after. Just these very few addition of the dodge to the face gives it a more 3D like look. So let's say the before, this is the before and this is the after. I don't normally like applying the bone because it's always a little bit too much, because at the end of the day I still have to, if I want to adjust the light, I can still make use of the contrast and whatnot. So that is it. And then what next do we do to this very nice picture? We click on Shift Control Alternate E to create a new layer, and we sharpen it, because if you look at it, it's looking okay, but we need to sharpen it to an extent. So click on Filter, Order, High Pass, 3.4 or any amount that you prefer. You select Vivid Light, Blending Mode, Vivid Light. So you see how sharp it is now. This is the before, this is the after. Let's zoom in. This is the before, this is the after. So that's basically it. It's looking sharp as a sharpener. If you feel it's too much, you can still reduce the opacity. Normally what I do too, okay, reduce, let's leave it at 67. Normally I mask it and I remove it from her face. I remove the sharpness from the surface of her face by inverting your color here and selecting brush and leave it painting at the skin. This is just to remove the sharpness from the surface of the skin or from the places that you don't want it to show. This is personal. This is, you probably shouldn't do this if you don't not want to. This is for some personal reasons. Yeah, this is me on sharpening some areas that I think should not really have that whole sharpening, that I don't want the sharpening to happen to, you know. So yeah, that's basically it. That is basically it. I can also decide to adjust the contrast by clicking on my levels, selecting levels, and maybe playing with it if I want it to be dark, this dark, or brighter to an extent. But I think this is okay. This is before, this is after, and I think that is it. Let's select the whole group and group it. Let's select the whole layers and group it, and then see our before and our after. So this is our before and this is our after. Damn, what do you think? What do you think, guys? Have any question? Leave your question in the comment section, and let's see the before and after again. There's the before. So this is the raw stuff that you get, but then when it's been worked on, finished, this is what you get. The magnificence, the before, the after, the magnificence of it. These are little magics, and not magics, I mean now you can do it. Now you've watched. So yeah, that's it about that. Do not forget to subscribe, do not forget to like, and also do not forget to leave your questions in the comment section below. Peace, brethren. Peace.